My name is Elena Navarro, 34.
Widow of the founder of Horizon Health Systems, one of the largest private hospital networks on the East Coast.
I own 58% of the voting shares.
On paper, I'm untouchable. In reality, I've spent 6 years pretending my charming, photogenic husband Lucas Reyes actually deserved the CEO title I handed him so the board would stop questioning a woman at the helm. I'd just landed at Newark after 3 weeks in Zurich finalizing a €220 million deal for next-gen proton therapy machines, equipment Lucas couldn't pronounce, let alone negotiate. I wanted to surprise him, walk the halls incognito, feel the pulse of the flagship hospital my father built from nothing. So I bypassed the executive garage, dragged my Rimowa through the main lobby like any other visitor.
Chaos greeted me.
In the center of the marble rotunda, Dr. Mateo Rivera, chief of trauma surgery and the steadiest hand I've ever known, was doing chest compressions on an elderly woman who'd coded at the coffee kiosk. Mateo's scrubs were soaked with sweat, his count was calm, metronome precise. 1 and 2 and, push, stay with me. Nurses flew around him like a practiced ballet.
That was the hospital I remembered.
10 meters away, a different performance was unfolding. A girl, 23 at most, wearing an intern badge and a leather miniskirt that belonged at a club, not a trauma center, was screaming at the elderly valet captain.
I said park the Audi under the overhang. Do you know how much that paint job costs?
You're ruining my whole day. The captain, Mr. Torres, who'd been opening doors here since I was in diapers, kept apologizing, head bowed.
The girl wasn't listening.
She pulled out her phone, flipped to selfie mode, and instantly switched personas.
Hey besties. Your girl just got disrespected by some grumpy old man in the lobby.
Send love, I need it today.
She pouted for the algorithm. I felt the shift before I saw it.
Mateo glanced over, disgust flashing across his face, but he couldn't leave his patient. I could.
I stepped forward. Excuse me, I said quietly.
This is a hospital. People are fighting for their lives 10 feet away. Lower your voice and let him do his job.
She spun.
Mascara-heavy eyes raked me head to toe, travel-wrinkled cashmere sweater, sensible loafers, no visible logo.
I might as well have been invisible. And who are you? She snapped.
Security? Because you look like you sell insurance.
Before I could answer, she accidentally swung her arm.
18 ounces of oat milk latte launched in a perfect arc. Hot liquid hit my chest, soaked through silk, burned skin. The cup clattered to the floor.
The lobby froze.
Then she wailed, Oscar-worthy.
Oh my God.
You bumped me. This is cashmere, custom. My husband is going to destroy you.
She turned the phone on me.
Everyone, this random lady just assaulted me.
Look at my dress.
Baby, Mark, where are you? Your wife is getting attacked.
Mark.
My husband's name in her mouth felt like a blade between ribs.
I didn't scream.
I didn't cry. I simply pulled my phone, hit one contact labeled home, and switched to speaker.
It rang twice.
Lucas answered mid-sentence, voice hushed, polished for whatever VIPs surrounded him. Babe, I'm in the middle of donor rounds. Can this wait? I kept my tone conversational.
No, it can't.
Your new wife just threw coffee on me in the main lobby.
She's live streaming it right now. Come down.
I'd like you to explain to everyone who she is.
Dead silence on the line. Then a chair scraped. Muffled voices. Someone coughed.
The entire executive boardroom had just heard me.
Lucas's whisper cracked.
Elena, what?
5 minutes, I said. Or I send Arthur up with the dissolution papers.
Your choice. I ended the call. The intern, Tiffany, according to her badge, stared at me like I'd grown horns. Wait, you're... Before she finished, Mateo rose from the now stabilized patient, peeled off his gloves, and stepped between us. 6'3", shoulders like a linebacker, eyes like surgical steel. Miss, he said to Tiffany, voice low enough to carry, you're done here. Security is already en route.
Tiffany laughed, shrill, panicked. You can't touch me. My husband is CEO Lucas Reyes.
One word from him and you're both gone.
Mateo didn't blink.
Funny. The chairwoman of the board is standing right here.
And she just called the CEO downstairs. Tiffany's face drained of color.
Exactly 4 minutes and 52 seconds later the private elevator dinged. Lucas burst into the lobby, tie crooked, face gray, sweat beading at his temples.
He saw me first.
Then Tiffany. Then Mateo. Then the crowd filming everything.
Elena, he started.
Tiffany flung herself at him. Baby. Thank God. This crazy woman and that doctor attacked me. Lucas wrenched his arm free so violently she stumbled.
Shut up.
He turned to me, hands raised like a man facing a firing squad. Honey, I can explain.
Explain to the board, I said. They are all listening on speaker right now. And to the donors.
And to the press who'll have this footage in 90 seconds.
His knees buckled. Tiffany screamed.
Lucas. Tell them I'm your wife.
He rounded on her, voice raw.
You're nothing. Get away from me. Then he dropped. Not gracefully. Face first onto marble, sobbing. Elena, please.
It was a mistake. She meant nothing.
Don't do this.
Security arrived.
2 officers flanked him. I looked down at the man I'd loved for 11 years, the man I'd elevated so the board wouldn't question a woman running a billion-dollar health system.
You're fired, I said. Effective immediately.
Every decision you've signed since Monday is void. Arthur is already freezing accounts. The DA will handle the rest.
Tiffany lunged again.
Matteo caught her wrist, gently, but unyieldingly. Miss, you're trespassing. And you just admitted on live stream to accepting embezzled funds for that condo downtown. That's a felony.
Her phone clattered to the floor. Still recording.
I stepped forward, picked it up, ended the stream myself. Then I addressed the lobby, staff, patients, families, cameras. I am Elena Navarro, chairwoman of Horizon Health Systems. What you witnessed today is unacceptable. My husband and this intern abused their positions.
They will answer for it.
But the thousands of people who show up here every day to heal, they are not defined by this moment. We will be better. Applause started, slow, then thunderous. I turned to Matteo. Dr. Rivera, until we appoint an interim CEO, you're acting chief medical officer with full operational authority.
Can you handle it? He met my eyes. Steady.
Yes. Later that evening, alone in my father's old office overlooking the East River, I watched the viral clip hit 10 million views. Headlines flipped. Chairwoman unmasks cheating CEO in lobby takedown. Hero doctor defends boss from entitled intern. Medical empire's quiet power play. Lucas was arrested at home that night, embezzlement, wire fraud, money laundering. Tiffany faced accessory charges after her own live stream became prosecution gold. Divorce papers were served inside the holding cell.
He signed without a fight.
6 months later, Horizon announced the largest pediatric wing in the Northeast, fully funded, named after my father. Matteo ran point on clinical excellence.
I ran point on everything else.
Quiet nights, when the city glittered below, Matteo would bring takeout to the office. We'd talk shop, then life, then nothing at all.
No rush. No titles. Just 2 people who finally saw each other clearly.